Hey guys, welcome to day 29 of my 100-day self-connection experiment where I meditate every day for 2 hours and then share my experiences with you. Today I wrote a blog titled 7 Ways That Meditating Every Day for 2 Hours is Changing My Life, and you can find that blog in the description below. I linked it there. So I thought today it would be fun to make a video version of that blog and to share with you guys on this video the 7 ways that meditating every day for 2 hours is changing my life. Number 1, I feel so much more vast, so much more spacious. It's like there's less of a me force, like a less of a personality force that I identify with, right? And all of this spaciousness and this vastness is really helping me to not only hold more space for myself and my own evolution and growth as a person. It's not only helping me to be more of a clear conduit and vessel for Source, for God, to live through me as me, but it's also helping me hold more space for my clients, for my family, and for my friends. So I'm noticing that the more spaciousness and the more space that I can hold, it's not only a benefit for me, but it's a benefit for those around me as well. Number 2, I can feel the temporariness and the impermanence of the low states much more clearly. I have this deep sense of when I'm in a really low state of maybe neediness or lack or depression or anger or maybe fear. I can sense its impermanence so much more clearly, and this really helps me to not get identified with the thoughts that are coming up when I'm in that low state. I have so much more space from the thoughts, the negative thoughts, and the negative feelings that emerge, that I don't get pulled into identification with them as much, and that really helps these states to not stick around as long, because it's when we get identified with the negativity that's arising, that's when they tend to kind of stick and stay a while. And I'm also seeing low states as an opportunity to learn about myself in a deeper way. When we're in a low state, it's a real opportunity to really access things about ourselves that we can't access when we're in a high, happy state. Because when we're high and happy and connected, we can create, we can be more loving, we can share more. But it's when we're in the low state that we really find out things about ourselves on a deeper level than ever. So instead of seeing these low states as a hindrance and something that I just don't want to deal with and I want to get rid of, I'm now starting to see them as an opportunity to learn more about who I really am. Number 3, I have a lot more effortless positive expectation. It's like I just think more positively, just naturally. It's not like I've started like this positive thinking technique. I don't have affirmations I say, anything like that. My dreams are a lot more positive. I'm able to see the things that I have in my life that I'm so grateful for. Even the simple things like thank you God, thank you Source for this water that I can just drink anytime I want to. Thank you for this breath, you know? And I think what this is indicating is the meditations are starting to reprogram my subconscious mind, because I have so much more positive expectation. My dreams are so much more positive. I have so much more gratitude, and I have so much more appreciation for the simple pleasures in life. Like yesterday, for example, I was just taking so much joy and appreciation in just watching how my cats moved through the prairie. Just watching their elegance and their grace, but also their explosiveness and their tenacity. And just watching the intelligence of life at work through them. I was just so immersed in that. And it was just such a simple pleasure. And it's not like I started a gratitude journal, like I said, or done affirmations. This is just happening naturally as a result of meditating for 2 hours every day. 4, my circumstances, my external circumstances matter so much less to me now. I had a habit of always wishing I was maybe somewhere else or doing something else. This has been a habit for 30 something years. And recently I've really come into just having so much appreciation and gratitude for things as they are. And just, I've recently been so much more surrendered completely to what is. And just seeing the underlying perfection of my circumstances as they are. And seeing the divine reflection of them. And it's like, the more that we embrace where we are, the more that those feelings that we think are over here in this other place, in this other relationship, in this perfect job, the more those feelings we think are over there, they start to show up right where we are. And that is something I've been experiencing more and more while meditating every day for 2 hours. Number 5, I'm so much more in my body. Like, my body feels so much more spacious. It's so much more opened up, like in my throat, my heart, my gut, my sacral, and my root. I'm just so much more opened up that prana flows through so much more powerfully, it feels. Just my breath is so pleasurable. It brings me so much good feelings. And it just, my breath, it feels so nourishing because of all the prana that's flowing through. I feel like because I'm so much more in my body and so much more opened up and less in my mind, I'm able to receive life's intelligence more, and I'm less up here in my mind trying to figure things out. And because I'm more in my body, I feel so much more guided, and just life starts to feel a lot more effortless, and you feel so much more, I'm feeling like just so much more supported by the intelligence of life. Number 6, I'm so much easier on myself when I feel like I mess up or make a mistake. The inner perfectionist in me is finally really starting to dissolve. I've always been really self-critical and really hard on myself my whole life. And through meditating every day for 2 hours, I'm starting to feel a lot more self-acceptance. I'm starting to feel like not everything has to be perfect and that it's okay to make mistakes. And there's just this underlying warm feeling in me that everything is okay, that everything is perfect as it is, and that I'm enough as is, and I don't need to continually be striving for perfection. And this has really taken so much heaviness off of me. It's just helped me release so much heaviness so that I can expand even more. And the last way that meditating every day for 2 hours is changing my life, number 7, is that I'm becoming more of a universal person rather than a societal person. I'm finding so much more of a pull to go just sit and look at a tree, to just be in nature and to learn from a tree and what it can teach me, rather than going on my phone and watching someone talk about, teaching me about the society. I am just letting go so much more fully of others' opinions and judgments, or what I perceive they would be, right? Because they only exist in us. And I'm starting to see that now too. And I'm just becoming more free and more open to allowing the universe to expand through me, as me, and to be a conduit for that, while letting go of any type of societal expectations or any type of, a lot of that conditioning that we inherit as we grow up. A lot of that is falling away, and I'm becoming more connected to what the universe is asking me to do, which can be really kind of scary and can go against what society might be asking of, right? And that has always been a difficult thing for me to really follow the universal pull and to let go of the societal pull, because for so long I was a slave to the societal pull, to the societal life. And through meditating every day for 2 hours, I'm finding it so much easier to let go of that and to just trust the universe. And I'm finding I'm getting triggered so much less easily because there is less of that me force in me. So there's less of that structure, that egoic thing that I'm attached to. Because I'm not attached to it as much, there's not really much to get triggered in here anymore. There's still some there that I'm working through, but there's just so much less. So that is way number 7, that meditating every day for 2 hours is changing my life. One crucial point I want to make to end this video is there have been times on this journey, and it's only been 29 days, right? There have been times on this journey where I felt like, wow, this isn't working. I haven't grown at all because of this. This is just too hard, and for whatever reason, I'm just different, and 2-hour meditations are not changing me at all. I felt that before. But every time I felt that, what it's been is just a temporary plateau. And right after feeling that and just sticking with it, there's always been a huge shift, like a couple days later. So if you're going through this process, if you're committing to this process of meditating every day, maybe not for 2 hours even, maybe for an hour, a half hour, it's important that you don't judge your progress day by day and that you just stick with it. Because there are going to be times where you feel like nothing is changing, or maybe sometimes you feel like you're getting even worse and more negativity and more darkness is coming up. And that's a sign that this is working, because you're getting to know aspects of you that you didn't have access to before. So as you keep opening to these aspects, as you keep sitting with them in meditation, as you keep listening to the silence and just giving these negative aspects to the silence to help you to love them and to integrate them, as you just keep giving your burdens to the silence, and as you keep integrating into wholeness, you will start feeling the dramatic changes within you taking place. So I just wanted to make that point, that if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like it's not working, it's working. Trust me and just stick with it. Thank you for watching day number 29. I love you all, and I will see you on day 30. Namaste.